My people, the political storm between FCT Minister Nyesom and the activist Omoyele Sowore is getting louder and hotter. And this time it's not just words, it has gotten to the stage of documents, facts, and evidence. Provable facts. Wow. Coming up from left, right, and center, it is no more game as usual. And now the stage is no more within the region that some of them are familiar with. Now they are playing this game on a stage where they are not conversant with. A stage where brand envelopes does not work. On a stage where, using houses and cars as gift to the judges and the lawyers does not have any role to play. They are now fighting it on a neutral ground. When an ego wants to kill the snake, it does not fight the snake on a level ground. The ego does not attack the snake on a level ground or on a rocky ground where the snake knows its route. It takes the snake up to the altitude where the snake does not understand what is going on. That's why the ego will always take the snake up there and drop it. The strength of the ego over other animals lies in its ability to fly higher, higher, and higher, taking an animal to a terrain where the animal does not understand. Here, Sowore is presenting himself as the ego, taking wike to a higher level, to a higher altitude, taking wike to a place where he cannot understand, where he cannot play his games as usual, not a place where he can easily make a phone call. Ah la la, sounds interesting, Let's go. So Sowore has accused wike of corruption, money laundering, and misuse of power. His new claims that wike used public funds to acquire at least 4 properties in the United States of America, in Florida to be precise, and later transferred ownership to his wife and children. 2 quit claim deeds. He says the paper trail is there, property records showing wike's wife, Eberechi, transferring homes to herself and kids, Jordan, Joaquin, and Jasmine. One mansion alone is valued at nearly $2 million US. Nearly $2 million US. As usual, wike's camp will always dismiss such claims, calling it lies and defamation of character. The minister himself insists that Sowore is lucky Nigeria has a president that abides by the rule of law. Nigeria has a president who respects the rule of law, implying that in another era, this level of criticism will not go unpunished. That statement alone shows the tension between freedom of speech and the political power in Nigeria. But here is the catch, here is the good news. The United States is not Nigeria. In Nigeria, allegations of corruption can drag on endlessly, manipulated by politics, influence, and weak institutions. Meanwhile, in America, once evidence is lodged with the Attorney General, investigation commences immediately. Investigation follows the law, no political connections. Sowore has already filed petitions in Florida, backed by forensic experts, urging U.S. authorities to investigate wike, to investigate a fraudulent acquisition of properties and transfer of ownership to wike's kids by Nyesom wike. So if the U.S. confirms that these properties were bought with illicit or undeclared funds, it could mean asset seizure, criminal charges, and major international scandal for Nyesom wike, FCT minister. It would also put the Nigerian anti-corruption agencies to a test, on the global stage. It will be a mirror to showcase to the world how the Nigerian anti-corruption agencies operate, what is really going on in Nigeria, how things are being done. Because it would be raising the question, why would a serving minister secretly be transferring properties, ownership of properties to his kids and the wife abroad? So what we are seeing right now is not just a clash of personalities, it is a clash between evidence and power. Sowore is betting that US law cannot be easily bent the same way Nigerian politics can, while wike is betting that his influence can weather the storm. No matter how strong, no matter how catastrophic the storm might be, his power, his influence can overcome it all. We are yet to see the outcome, the final point of this very battle between these very two giants. Do not forget, the game, the fight is not in Nigeria, is not within Nigeria territory. It's not in Abuja where things can be done over the phone call. I want you to understand that this fight is bigger than Wike and Sowore. If proven, it exposes how Nigerian leaders allegedly loot at home and invest abroad, while ordinary Nigerians sink into poverty and hunger. The consequence here is that Wike could be facing what no Nigeria's politician ever dreamed or wishes to himself. A legal system that he has no control over. A legal system that he cannot manipulate through brand envelope. A legal system that he cannot be able to manipulate by gifting them cars or houses. A legal system that has been proven fair and just in their legal proceedings. Their legal presence is outstanding out there. So Wike, already he understands the battle is not going to be easy. I believe by now Wike is regretting why did he even start responding to Sowore. It's not anyone you see that you can freely at any given time engage in a battle with. There are some people you engage in battle with, you'll be soiling your own self. You'll be destroying and pulling your own self down. Wike maybe would be thinking, had I known, I could have let this go. I could have forgotten about this thing. I could have seen it as one of those things. But now, the battle line has been drawn on a higher stage. So that's the real battle. Truth versus manipulation. And this time, the final word may not be spoken in Abuja. Rather, in Florida courtroom. That's where Wike will hear the last. That's where Nyesom, a FCT minister, will be receiving the last report. Attention will be given to this case. They will investigate it. They will do the needful to establish facts, justice, to make sure that fairness, equity prevails, to make sure that justice reigns supreme, to make sure that the blind woman wears his blindfold with his sword at the right hand, to kill and to slaughter whatever that is against justice. That's the way it is. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Please, if it is your first time coming across my videos, I plead with you to follow my page and subscribe to my channel. And please help me to share the videos for other people to see it. Like them and comment on them so that it can be recommended. God bless you.